Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host Kathleen Igaltuto, Madam CS, and this is The Striker. Stay tuned and have it true and real. In The Striker today, we are going to look at actually the latest development after President Ruto visited the former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Of course, for a long time, many have been thinking that actually these two are great political enemies who cannot meet eye to eye. But at the turn of events, the visit of President Ruto at Ichaweri to see President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has elicited a lot of reactions, not only among the citizenry in the country, but also from members of various political parties. And a good example is Babu, who went actually to his Twitter and Facebook accounts to say actually it was a long con, that whenever he tells you that your wife is pregnant, first accept that your wife is pregnant and then actually ask yourself how he came to know that your wife is pregnant. And remember, immediately after the 2022 general elections, Babu is one person who came out to say that actually Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, who was supposed to actually help Raila Odinga win elections, did not do much to help them. Babu said that it's like Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta aliwacheza. He had all the state machinery and everything to ensure that Papa won actually, but Baba did not win. Again, Babu had told us that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was the first person to be employed by the Kenya Kwanza government. I think that particular time he was sent somewhere in Nigeria, he was sent somewhere in West Africa actually as a peace envoy. And you cannot be sent without your country endorsing you. So Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was Babu had felt like it's the side of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, like the Jubilee Party, had sabotaged the victory, all campaigning for Baba to win actually. So, and now there's also a lot of reactions. People are asking what is the relationship between Uhuru and Ruto. Why did Ruto visit it? Of course, I did a video yesterday and I gave you my opinion as to why I feel Ruto actually visited Ichaweri. That is, he visited Uhuru in his home compound at Gatundu. But the reaction from some political members and the silence of Baba actually is also telling us something, and this is what I want us actually here to do what? To discuss. But before we dive into this discussion, if you are new to this channel, welcome home, karibu nyumbani. Remember to subscribe, like, share and comment on our videos. Turn on the notification bell so that the next time we are uploading a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. Wewe ni wa maana sana, thank you for tuning in. Kindly remember to like, share and comment on our videos. Now, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Ruto met, and despite the fact that Ruto tweeted that he has met Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to talk about governance and etc., Uhuru came later through his office to tweet something that seemed contrary, and I had discussed this yesterday in my video about Uhuru and Ruto meeting. But now this meeting actually is going to have a very serious political impact as far as Kenya's politics between now and 2027 is concerned. Number one, people in ODM, read by the likes of Babu, feel that actually in 2022 general election, where Uhuru was supposed to actually to help Papa win the election, he played them. He pretended to be on their side, but actually he wasn't on their side. Babu came out to say it was a long con. We have been played all along. We have been played. Uhuru did not play his part well. The agents in central Kenya of Azimio actually were intentionally not paid money so that they cannot be able to deliver the way it was supposed to be held. And he said that not people actually crucified Junet Mohammed about the payment of agents, because Junet Mohammed could have gained more if Baba became the president than just eating the agents' money. So literally what Babu was telling us then is that it was Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's fault that Baba did not win the elections. Now, the presence or the meeting between Ruto and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, in whatever way, in as much as the two have actually posted that meeting in two different ways, resonates all tends to actually vindicate Babu Owino now, you know. Babu Owino came out to say, I told you it was a long con. I told you long time ago tulikuwa tumechezwa. And now you see these two have met. And you know what is even making this suspicion became even serious is the fact that these two met. There's nobody from the broad-based government actually was involved or who knew about this, you know. It caught Kenyans by surprise. And number two, we see the likes of Baba have not spoken about this meeting, despite the fact that the meeting has elicited a lot of reactions. And even Babu Owino trending the whole yesterday after saying that actually it was a long con, etc. Baba has not commented anything about this meeting. Now, if it was actually a meeting that was, let me say, that was a goodwill meeting, we could have seen, you know, Baba being in the same government right now with Uhuru, with Ruto, in the so-called broad-based government, which others have called bread-based government. You know, we expected that they could have had, there could have been a joint address by Uhuru, Ruto, and Baba. But now it is Uhuru first. It is Ruto first who went to tweet about it, gave his side of the story, and then Uhuru comes, tweets later, gives his side of the story, and Baba is silent. You know, this sends a very big message. Baba is not happy with whatever meeting happened because they cannot trust actually what Ruto wanted to discuss there, and they are not aware. They have not been informed. You know, there was no joint press to talk this. You know, when a handshake happened in 2018, there was a joint press between Baba and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. In 2022, 2023, this 2024 actually, when we had the broad-based government handshake, it happened in where? In Museveni's backyard, that is in Uganda. But again, there was a joint press about it, you know. There was a joint, you know, even the tweeting was like following each other. But right now, we have a meeting that has happened between the current president and the former president, who were known actually to be political advisories. And now we see Ruto going, we see Baba very quiet. You know, that one tells us that actually Baba will no longer actually trust Ruto, and there's a very big probability that he cannot actually, by the end of the day, support Ruto for his re-election in 2027. Another thing actually why people are speculating about this meeting, yes, there's the aspect that Ruto could want the support of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta in 2027. But it could also be that, remember when they came into government, it has to do with the Gachagua factor in this way. When they came into the government, Rigathi Gachagua was against Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. In fact, if there's somebody that Uhuru Kenyatta is blaming in the mountain, as far as actually the current situation is concerned, is Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua trashed Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta before the international community during their inauguration. It is also rumors that there are also rumors that it was Rigathi Gachagua and his allies and the UDA, or the Kenya Kwanza government, that sponsored actually the destruction and the stealing of sheep at the Kenyatta farm along the Ruai Road. And then there was also an aspect that even the way the son of Muigai Kenyatta was being harassed in terms of guns, etc., it had everything to do with Rigathi Gachagua. Like literally, Rigathi Gachagua was used to fight Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Now, Ruto going to fist Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta after Rigathi Gachagua has been impeached, others are interpreting it like, okay, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta told Ruto, if we have to agree, then you have to remove Rigathi Gachagua as your deputy president. You know, Rigathi Gachagua has to be punished. And the only way that they could have punished Rigathi Gachagua actually is to impeach him. Now that Rigathi Gachagua has been impeached, their friendship is back. And that one now tells us one thing, that if that could be the truth, that is the agreement, then Ruto cannot be trusted by the ODM, and I don't think there's anybody who can trust Ruto. At the same time, people may not trust Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta anymore, and that one actually changes the entire political direction of this particular country. And finally, Kuria dropped a bombshell. You know, after the meeting, Kuria tweeted that actually they met, and now there's PPI phase 2 that is coming. You understand? You know, and then he also spoke about the possibility of UDA going to join Jubilee. And you know, in politics, people just don't talk because they are just talking. They talk because actually they know what they are talking. In every political arena, there must be that particular person who is used actually to communicate the truth, in as much as people may not take that person serious. And I think, as far as Kenya Kwanza government is concerned, actually many times Moses Kuria has spoken, and whatever has spoken, it comes to pass. Now, he's talking about the meeting had to do with the PPI process. Remember, the last time we had PPI, Baba was supporting it, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was supporting, Ruto was not supporting it, not because actually he didn't want it, but because he wanted to use it for his own popularity for 2022 general election campaigns. Now that he has won the presidency, and I feel that that PPI, you know, the Build Bridges initiative thing, actually could benefit him more. He has so many people who helped him in the campaign, but he doesn't know where to put them. Remember when he was introducing these CASs, and the court overturned them, saying that this thing is not in the constitution. Imagine if the PPI had passed, Ruto could have managed all his political allies and supporters so easily. But now he's in the government, and you know, he knows that Uhuru had to do with the PPI and Odinga. Now he has to go, and you know, they have to talk about it. So there's a very big probability that this meeting has to do with, you know, you people, you had the PPI process, and I was maybe at the forefront of fighting this thing. Can we rekindle this PPI phase 2, and we see how it goes and how Kenyans will receive it? With the way the judicial is being handled in this community, in this country, I think right now, if the PPI phase 2 comes into the limelight, it's going to go through. So the way Kuria spoke, actually, there could be a probability that the dynasties, all the elites in the country want to come together, you know what, to consolidate their power and also to meet their political and economic interest. Then he spoke about something of a possible coalition, you know, all a possible way that the people who migrated from Jubilee can go back to Jubilee. No, he's trying to communicate something, that there's a possibility that these two people will work together. As to whether they will work together, actually, from where I stand, I don't see them working together. But worst case scenario, as I said in my previous video, is that Uhuru is likely to keep quiet, because I don't, in as much as the Jubilee and UDA can come together, I don't think that the people of the mountain will actually accept again anything being sold to them in the name of Ruto, all being called Ruto. So from where I stand, actually, from the meeting that was in Gatundu the other day, a lot is going to change politically in this particular country. The people who thought they could support Uhuru, now they are actually also shaking as to whether Uhuru will lead them to the right direction or not. And number two, the supporters of Ruto in ODM, in the name of broad-based government, they are also shaking because they can no longer trust him. We also can't even tell whether Papa would trust Ruto anymore. And remember, there's the rumors that the AU seat was supposed to go to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Now that Papa is losing popularity, which is actually because of the Chiputi candidate, one could wonder, is it intentional? Itakuwa kuchezwa the way Papu said it way back in 2022? Or it's going to be politics of betrayal and, you know, politics of shifting from one party to another, from one coalition to another, just because your political interests have been met. Those are my opinions. So what are your opinions? Comment on the comment section below. Like, share, and comment. Share, and honestly, kindly remember to subscribe to this channel. Check if you have subscribed, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. See you next time, and bye bye.